Taking responsibility for your life. It is so easy to blame. And what all we are going through, we can blame in South Africa, we can blame apartheid, we can keep on blaming our forefathers, that we are sitting in this struggle now. But I have learned in life, whatever is on my tray today, to take responsibility for that. If you listen to me, your heart is broken, you are divorced, or something happened, you struggle with family curses, take responsibility for your life. You're going to stand one day in front of the throne, and God is not really going to worry about who is your husband and who did what. He's going to weigh your heart. You see, we are too busy doing this. He's going to weigh your heart. He's going to say to you, I gave my son. I want to set the captive free and heal your broken heart. But you had to come to me. You need to take responsibility for your life. But you see, we are so selfish. I know in life we all have difficulties. And you know, to achieve something, it's you and God. And I've seen many people getting motivated. And they go to motivation talks and they are so motivated. But I have learned that motivation is what actually just gets you started. It's the habit that keeps you going. So motivation is good. And it's good to motivate our children. But it's a habit of a life of holiness. A habit of living in the Spirit. A habit of choosing the right choices. It's all a habit. And a habit starts with doing it once, and you do it over, and you do it over. And doesn't matter, the Word of God says, this is where He teaches about habits. How many times do I need to forgive, Lord? 70 times 7? I think that becomes an habit. So, I have learned that, you know, there are things that you have to do for your journey with God. You can't hire someone else to do your push-up. You can't hire someone else to brush your teeth. There are things in life that you have to make a choice and you have to do it. And then there are excuses. You don't feel like it. Make sure that the Spirit within you, filled with Christ, becomes stronger than your stronger excuse. Make sure that no excuse can be stronger than the choices you make. And then, this is something that I believe in my business, in ministry, in everything that I touch with my children. I teach them this every day of my life. Consistency is the currency. Know that consistency. Don't try something and stop, try and stop. If you want to succeed in life, consist. Keep on doing the thing. Keep on. You know, Gary Player, he's a golf player from South Africa. I love what he says. He says, I'm getting luckier the more I practice. Consistency, my friend. I quickly want to read to you the man that sent me the mail about his encounter. He says, also I saw a very big altar of selfishness, where we sacrifice the needs of others for our own selfish needs and ambitions. We act in a selfish way, first seeking to meet our own needs, irrespective of the situation or what it is for. We offer a sacrifice of selfishness instead of a servanthood and selflessness. Understand that servanthood is not slavery, as a servanthood is done out of love and obedience, and slavery is done out of bondage. Huge difference. Unfortunately, many people sacrifice their hearts and their lives and their dreams of others for their own gain or just for their own comfort. And the next scene, the Lord come to me in a field where I saw I was busy plowing in a field. The yoke was heavy, and what I was sowing seeds I got from the enemy. It was tough going on, and as I sow these seeds of everyday life and humanity, I saw how I was reaping a harvest from the kingdom of darkness. I threw off the yoke of the enemy, and I refused to sow into his kingdom anymore. You see, we sow into this kingdom with our own conduct. We sow dark seeds, but wish for a harvest of light. We speak death and negative words and attitudes, dark attitudes. And these, my friend, are seeds of the enemy. I truly believe there are altars in our lives that we need to take off. If you come from a family line where there was no consistency, where there was not only motivation, but people never stood up and become in a habit of willing to work, love to work hard. I truly believe if you don't want to work, how can we eat? You know, even Aldo in his situation, he can't do much. I'm telling you, he can't do much. But every month, I make him stamp all the envelopes and put the CDs in the envelopes that we send around our country to the people with teachings. I make him work because it's good for his self-worth. Don't let somebody tell you, I don't need to work because God is just going to look after me. You need to do something, even if it's going out and serve. You know, these kind of life lessons, I think sometimes it's lacking. It's children lack to know that, listen, you have to be consistent, you have to work, you have to push through, you have to do it yourself. There are things that your mom and dad can't always do for you. It's as you can't hire someone to do your push-up. You have to be consistent, and that is the currency. So run the race of faith.